Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best combo for the Power Sword, and I think I may have discovered a combo that nobody has ever really talked about before, and then I'm going to show you what combo is the fastest killing or most efficient combo, and we're also going to go over, can the fencing sword hit the same breakpoints as the Xenophase blade, which is the balanced heroic one. And then we're also going to go over, is Overcharge broken on the Power Sword right now? And lastly, we're going to go over, is there much of a difference between the two viable Power Sword builds? So this is the most efficient combo on the Power Sword. So what you're going to do is you're going to parry, and then you're going to go into a hit into a Power Rake, and just as the Power Rake damage connects, you're going to pull off the Gun Strike, and it's going to give you a full Power Rake and Gun Strike. Both are going to get the parry damage bonus because you get a damage bonus after parrying, and because you're doing the Gun Strike halfway through the Power Rake animation, it gives you the full parry bonus for both attacks, and it's enough to one-shot a Tyranid Warrior. So that's my secret Power Sword combo. And then here, even with the Xenophase blade, if you wait to do the Gun Strike, it still won't one-shot him, even though the Xenophase blade does bigger damage. So you have to get that Gun Strike right in the middle of the Power Rake animation, just like I did right there. You can also do this combo with the Xenophase blade. Both are going to take out the Tyranid Warrior in just one turn without you having to parry his attack again. So this combo is pretty good too. You can double Power Rake into a Power Whirl, and that'll also be enough to take them out. And it has a cool benefit that it just auto kills them, and you don't have to waste time doing the execution animation if you don't need that armor. And this clip here is, what if you did the Power Whirl in the beginning? Well, a lot of the time they'll do that block move, and then it'll take a really long time to kill them. So it's definitely most beneficial to go into Power Rake first. And this next one, we're going to see how long it takes to do a double Power Rake into a Gun Strike if you don't want to do the secret combo. So it's about 7 seconds or so. And then the secret combo with the Xenophase blade is just going to be under 5 seconds. So that's pretty quick, but the fencing blade seems a tad bit quicker. And then this is only if you did Power Rakes, so that takes quite a while. It's about 9 seconds. Sometimes with the double Power Rake, you can actually take them out pretty quickly if you catch them before they jump away, but it's not consistent. And then when you add on the execution animation, it's still about 9 seconds. And then if you just double Gun Strike them, it's just about 8 seconds. And then this is the other build you could do for the Power Sword if you took the first 3 from the top tree and then the rest of the way on the bottom tree. You wouldn't go all the way across the top tree because some of those talents up there you would just never take, so I was just trying to be a little more realistic. But ultimately it doesn't make that much of a difference because the breakpoints are still going to be the same either way you build it, so it's really just your preference. And then this is just showing Overcharge is broken still, so hopefully they get that patched up pretty soon here. So what I took away from all these hours of testing I did with the Power Sword is the most efficient combo is cutting off the Power Rake halfway through and going straight into a Gun Strike just like that. It doesn't matter if you do it with the fencing blade or the Xenophase blade. The fencing blade is going to be a little faster at it, but we're talking about just like literally a second difference. Okay, and then you might say, well, I take the Xenophase blade because it deals better with crowd control. So I spawned max Hormagaunts here, and let's see how it does on a jetpack slam. So it pretty much kills them all. I believe it's either 15 or 20 Hormagaunts. I have to like spawn them really quickly before they start hitting me, so I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 15 or 20. And this is with the fencing blade, so you can see it only takes out about half of them. So it is limited on the slams. So that is one thing the Xenophase blade wins on. And then you're like, okay, what if I don't slam them and I just fight them normally? And one thing I noticed with the fencing blade here is even if I don't bother parrying any of their attacks and I only attack, they can't hurt you because you just recover your CHP faster than they can hurt you. And then this is how the Xenophase blade performs. So as you can see, it does rip through them quite a bit more, but they are still able to get some hits off on you. And in my fencing clip, they spread out before I was able to start attacking them. So it was more like this comparison here. And on this one, I said, what if I don't do the power mode and just do regular attacks? And surprisingly, it still like bodied these guys. So you don't always have to do the power mode. I did take a little damage there. Okay, and then we'll take one more look at the power mode for the fencing, and I didn't let them spread out as much this time. And see, it actually does tear through them pretty well. So I just have a hard time taking the Xenophase blade over the fencing variant because it performs the same on the secret combo, and for the crowd control it performs about the same. So the bonus power rake damage that you get with the heroic version, it doesn't really come into play that often. It still can be good in some scenarios, but it's definitely more of a side grade and not necessarily an upgrade in almost any way. One quick thing I wanted to add is I didn't mention the ability where it gives you 20 or 25% bonus damage when you switch modes on the power sword. And the reason why is because it's only a 5-second ability, and it's actually fairly difficult to work it into your combos. And most of the time, it may come into play once in a while during normal play, but to actually work it into combos is not really worth it. And so for what I found with my testing with it, by the time you get ready for your next attack after activating it, it's just you'll need maybe get one attack and then the bonus is gone. And I don't think you can even power rake, you can even get the bonus by the time you get to a power rake attack. I don't believe that the bonus would still be active no matter how you try to go into power rake. So I did try some combos with activating it, but I just didn't find that it was that useful in the end. So that's why I didn't mention it too much in the video. If you know a better combo than the one that I found that involves switching your modes, let me know down in the comments and tell me what your combo is, because I would be interested to hear about that. And if you guys have any other combos that you like that I didn't mention with the power sword or any other power sword tips, drop it down in a comment. So to summarize the whole video, Overcharge is broken on the power sword. The secret combo is doing your gun strike halfway through your power rake, and you can one-shot a Tyranid Warrior that way. And the Xenophase blade and the fencing blade perform pretty similarly in most circumstances. So if you prefer having that added defense of the fencing version, there's nothing wrong with taking the fencing blade. And that's about all I got for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found the video useful, drop a like on it for me. And if you've been watching a few of my videos, consider subscribing. It really does help the channel. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, trying to make it there before the end of this year. Have a good one, guys.